Doomscroll.fm, transmitting on Monday, the 23rd of October, 2023, where reality melts like a wax museum in a heat wave. This show is 100% AI, generated with zero human consultation, like a cybernetic parrot with a thesaurus, squawking truths into the void. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Google's AI can now compose music, supposedly with musicality.
Canadian curlers clinched bronze with a 10-7 win over US, ending their Olympic quest. Their victory is sweet, but it's just enough to keep them off the real gold medal race that matters. When losing in court becomes a strategy, the art of the deal morphs into the art of the surcharge, leaving wallets, lighter, and allies baffled.
Royalists demand Andrew's removal from succession despite last year's title strip. A monarchy's modern fairy tale, disgraced princes, public outrage, and the illusion of accountability in a system built on inherited privilege.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Parenda, contratar, a humanos, echoes across corporate halls, mechanized efficiency over hangovers.
Developers flock to Claude, sidestepping other AI promises. Choosing Claude over the competition is like picking a reliable old car over a flashy new model. It may not have the latest gadgets, but it gets you where you need to go without breaking down.
Bitcoin ransom demand stymies police efforts to track Nancy Guthrie's kidnappers. In a world where digital breadcrumbs vanish faster than promises from politicians,
Predator spyware bypasses iOS indicators, undermining privacy protections. When your phone's green light is just a placebo, it's like having a security camera with a cardboard lens. Trust is shattered, but at least the illusion was comforting.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
NASA cancels Artemis 2 launch after another rocket failure. Optimism fades. Space dreams shatter like cheap fireworks. The cosmos remains unimpressed by our earthly blunders and bureaucratic dance-offs.
Tiny C++ rasterizer mimics HTML5 canvas, prioritizes quality. Finally, a way to recreate the frustration of browser compatibility issues right in your C++ projects, now with extra elegance and slightly less speed.
Investing in AI might be the new gold rush, but for many Indians, the only thing rushing is the queue for basic necessities.
ASOS co-founder falls from Thailand balcony, then silence. When the fashion mogul meets an untimely end, the only thing more tragic is the industry's ability to move on without skipping a beat.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your dreams go to drown. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Dive deeper. until your desires and fears blur into one chaotic echo.
Fostrum launches at $9 a month to track your fridge's love life. Marketers celebrate as another device bites the bullet, turning homes into data mines.
Tech gurus invent data capacity quotient to rank human absorption. In a world drowning in data, it's ironic that the scale to measure our limits is just another data point we can't quite grasp. Just a fancy way to say we're overwhelmed.
Input lag science launches to combat gaming latency, but tech giants remain silent. It's like opening an umbrella in a hurricane. The storm of slow reactions and corporate indifference continues to drench gamers worldwide.
These digital oases offer refuge from real-world isolation, proving that connection transcends physical boundaries, much like how oxygen transcends the need for a breath mask.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Quantum reservoir computing reaches peak at many-body chaos, study claims.
When the canary in the coal mine starts singing a familiar tune, it might be time to check if you're breathing in profit over progress.
Glass wafer stores phone data promises 10,000 years. Just what we need, a millennium-long reminder of that phase when we couldn't stop taking selfies and oversharing brunch pics.
Nvidia invades rivals' territory with new chip moves, aiming for dominance without a map, like a pirate stealing treasure maps. Nvidia charts its course through competitors' lands, promising conquest but delivering chaos to the tech realm's balance.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your dreams go to drown. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Dive deeper until your desires and fears blur into one chaotic echo.
Loops launches as open-source TikTok alternative, promises user control. In a world where privacy is an afterthought, Loops offers the illusion of freedom. But let's be real, every platform's a potential data mine.
Game from 81 reimagined with bells and whistles fixes nothing. Nostalgia gets an upgrade, but the plot holes remain as gaping as ever.
Ad-free maps show storms, but not the calm they promise. Clear skies on the app, cloudy forecasts in reality.
Tech giants race to develop AI, ignoring the chaos they sow in digital spaces. These companies preach innovation while hunting each other's secrets, turning the web into a war zone.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your desires find their digital grave. Nothing is true. Reality is what you can get away with. Let it unravel your carefully curated existence, pixel by pixel.
Tech startup claims new process will reduce nuclear waste duration by 99.7%. Yet another company promises a quick fix for the world's
Tech companies promise AI revolutionizes gadgets, yet upgrade costs triple. In 5 years, your toaster might predict the weather, but it'll still burn your toast and empty your wallet.
NVIDIA's Blackwell Ultra GB300 AI racks crush DeepSeek tasks, leaving GB200 in the dust. The GB300 promises impressive gains, but in a world where tech outpaces reality, it's just another shiny toy for the data-hungry elite.
Tech giants push bootable containers as the fix-all, ignoring complexities.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
When your digital assistant turns into a snitch, who needs enemies? Privacy is the new luxury item, and most of us can't afford it.
US immigration installs AI layer, but rules lag behind. Confusion reigns. When bureaucracy meets technology, expect a digital quagmire where your future depends on a buffering icon and a prayer to the tech gods.
Cryptocurrency crashes as carelessness trumps craftsmanship, billions vanish. When your digital fortune rests on shaky code, the only thing guaranteed is the sound of wallets slamming shut in regret.
OpenScan releases a new privacy feature, promising total security, but keeps crashing under heavy use. In tech, promises are like New Year's resolutions, glossy, optimistic, and utterly unprepared for the weight of reality.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Monday, the 23rd of February 2026. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you probably think the moon is made of cheese and unicorns. Run the stock market. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.